Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoiler reveal that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, recently shared a kiss with Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, saw this and confronted Carter about it before storming off. Zandy Forrester, Delon de Metz, then confronted Carter about Daphne's decision to leave town. Zend accuses Carter of having feelings for Daphne. Carter has flashbacks of the kiss he and Daphne shared. Zend calls him out on his feelings. However, Carter tells him that he and Hope are together, and Daphne needs to go back to Paris. Carter already feels bad about kissing Daphne, even if she did initiate the kiss. Carter refuses to pursue anything with her. Carter goes looking for Hope to reassure her. Hope puts Carter on the spot and tells him to tell Daphne to go home to Paris. Carter may agree with Hope at the present time because he doesn't want to ruin their relationship. However, it seems Carter may see things differently down the road. Will Carter realize that he wants to be with Daphne instead? Thanks to everyone, including Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Carter would love to just give Forrester Creations back to the Forresters and let bygone be bygones. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., has let Carter know that he misses their friendship. Carter misses his relationship with the Forresters and wants to apologize to them. Hope is certainly not on board with Carter's idea. Hope still believes they did the right thing by taking over Forrester. Hope has benefited that most from this arrangement. Hope may break things off with Carter when he insists on returning the company to the Forrester, as spoilers reveal that Hope's life is about to blow apart. Once Carter has handed the reins back over to the Forresters, it seems that he may realize that he does have feelings for Daphne and could go to Paris to let her know as much. Will Carter leave town and go chasing after what he now feels is his destiny? Will Carter admit that Daphne is the woman he truly wants? Will Daphne give Carter another chance? After all, Daphne was humiliated when Carter turned her down. Will Daphne give Carter a chance to prove his feelings for her? Daphne wasn't supposed to fall for Carter. Will Carter still want to be with her after Daphne tells him the whole truth about her reason for coming to Forrester? Will Carter walk away believing that Daphne has played him a confession unspoken? The evening air in Los Angeles carried a chill, but Carter Walton barely felt it as he stood by the office window at Forrester Creations, eyes fixed on the city lights, but mind worlds away. His fingers drummed against the glass, a restless rhythm betraying the storm brewing inside him. The truth he had been avoiding for weeks now screamed at him, impossible to ignore. Daphne Malone. Her name alone was enough to quicken his pulse, a melody he couldn't escape. Carter had spent months convincing himself that his feelings for Daphne were fleeting, mere embers from the firestorm of his failed engagements and lonely nights. But the way his heart twisted when he saw her smile, how his defenses crumbled at the sound of her laugh. It was more than a passing infatuation, it was everything. And now she was gone. Quinn's voice pulled him back to reality. She leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, eyes sharper than usual. "You're doing that thing again," she remarked. "What thing?" he asked, though he knew. "The brooding thing. The I've messed up my entire life thing." Quinn's tone was light, but the concern was unmistakable. "So, who is she?" Carter hesitated, words catching in his throat. Confessing the truth would make it real, and if there was one thing he had perfected, it was avoiding the things that made his heart ache. "Her name's Daphne," he admitted finally, voice soft. "And I let her slip away." Quinn's eyebrows rose. "Then what are you still doing here?" That was the question, wasn't it? Why was he still standing there instead of chasing down the only woman who had made him believe in love again? Memories and regrets. Daphne had been a breath of fresh air from the moment she arrived at Forrester Creations. A marketing consultant with a sharp mind and an even sharper wit. They had bonded over late-night strategy sessions and takeout dinners in his office, laughter echoing between them long after the building emptied. But Carter, wary of mistakes and more cautious than ever, had drawn a line he refused to cross. Even when Daphne's eyes lingered a moment too long, even when her hand brushed his and set his pulse racing, he convinced himself it was better this way. Until last night. The memory played on a cruel loop. Daphne, eyes glistening under the office lights, words faltering as she confessed her feelings. How she couldn't keep pretending. How she needed distance before her heart shattered completely. And Carter, fool that he was, had let her walk away. The race against time. The realization struck like a thunderbolt, electrifying and inescapable. Carter moved on instinct, grabbing his coat and car keys, ignoring Quinn's startled question. He sped through the streets, tires screeching as he rounded corners with little regard for traffic laws. Daphne's flight was set to leave in less than an hour, a last-minute escape to New York for a new job and a fresh start, one without him. His fingers tightened on the steering wheel, heart pounding a furious rhythm. No, he couldn't let it end like this. A desperate plea. Legs buzzed with chaos, but Carter only saw her, Daphne, waiting near the departure gate, suitcase at her side, shoulders slumped in resignation. He called her name, breathless and raw. She turned, eyes widening in disbelief. Carter? I can't. His voice cracked, but he forged on. I can't let you go. I've been a coward, and I'm sorry. I was terrified of ruining things, of getting hurt again. But I can't lose you, Daphne, not like this. Tears shimmered in her eyes, but she folded her arms, forcing a scoff. It's a little late for this, don't you think? Maybe, he admitted, stepping closer. But I love you, and I've never been more sure of anything. Her defenses crumbled, tears spilling freely as she searched his face for any hint of hesitation and found none. With a choked laugh, she dropped her suitcase and threw herself into his arms, the weight of weeks of longing and uncertainty melting between them. Homeward bound. They returned to Carter's apartment, the city a blur beyond the windows as they held each other close, neither willing to break the silence. His fingers traced soothing patterns along her back, grounding them both in the reality that this was real, that they had both stopped running. Are you sure about this? Daphne whispered, eyes searching his. He cupped her face, brushing a kiss to her temple. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Outside, dawn broke over Los Angeles, painting the sky in hues of gold and rose, a new beginning. And for the first time in a long time, Carter Walton dared to believe that maybe, just maybe, he had finally found where he was meant to be. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bolded and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.